Great. Yeah, welcome to Personal Branding with Kenny Bramist. Today we're going to be talking about how to cook a frog. I'm sure some of us have had frog for breakfast before in some part of the world. I have never eaten frogs before, but I know people have eaten frogs before. Yes, you heard me right. Frogs. F-R-O-G for frogs. How do you make good frogs for breakfast? How do you make good delicacy out of frogs? It's very simple. What you need to do is to get your kettle, right? There are about two ways that you can cook a frog. The first way is for you to have a boiling water. Make sure the water is boiling so bad. It's steaming, boiling, and very, very scalding. What you need to do is open the kettle slightly and drop the frog in there. When you do that, let me warn you what happens. Let me warn you. The frog is going to jump out back at you because the water is so hot. The frog cannot stay in there, and then you would have lost your breakfast. No breakfast for you. But this is what I learned from Jeremy Gutser from Trent Report some 2 years ago. Something amazing because I was inspired by that story. This is what he said. When you want to boil a frog, don't start with the boiling water. What you need to do is start with the lukewarm water. Let the water be at the normal room temperature. Now, plug your kettle, press it, and then just enjoy yourself. Go do some other things, watch TV or something, or play with your friends, or be on the phone, you know. What's going to happen is that the kettle is going to be sizzling. As it sizzles, the frog does not know that so many changes are happening. So much of a change is happening around it. And so the frog is going to be enjoying the moment. He's going to be thinking it's just a little, it's getting hotter. But I mean, I can bear this. And then it just goes on and on and on and on. And then, like about 5 minutes, by the time your water is boiled, open the kettle, what do you see? The frog is boiled. You have your breakfast ready. So how do you avoid being cooked as a brand? You need to check out 4 things in your industry. You need to check out 4 major things in every industry where you play. You need to check out this thing I call the STEP step. They are the things that determine, what's going to happen. They are what the trend forecasters look out for. The S stands for sociological changes. There are a lot of sociological changes in your industry. Shifting attitudes, belief systems, what people think about life, about women, about God, about devil, about hell, about fashion. I mean, all these things are changing, and they change from time to time. You need to catch up with them. All you need to do is read a magazine, check out what people are saying, look at top stories. Begins to tell you the social landscape of people. The second thing you need to check is technology. Some of you work in an industry that is technological driven. You need to know what are people using in that industry. There may be a lot of changes happening technologically, and you're still excited, by the kind of thing look at my Mac in there. This is my G4, that I have heard for some time. Imagine me going to town and telling people that, I have this beautiful Mac there, that can do so much magic. The truth is that it's beautiful, but Apple has moved beyond this. Mac has moved beyond this. Now you can save your stuff in the cloud. You can do a lot of things with iMac. You can do so many things, much more than just keeping an antique on the table. Are you staying with technology? Are you up to date with technology in your industry? You need to check it. How are people recording their music? How are people shooting new movies? You need to check it. Don't tell me you do not know about social media. Don't tell me you don't know about digital media. Don't tell me that you let your secretary check your emails, because these are things that are not your generation. That's why you are boiling. Because you wouldn't know it. You're boiling gradually, and one day you wake up, you find out that you're a cook. The third thing you need to check is economy. Economy can be very, very big. Economy can be so bad that if you do not take cognizance of the economy around you, you may be bored. Figures, facts, people behind the numbers. Who are the people behind the numbers? What are the things happening in the country? In the industry where you're working, what are the clients spending? What is emerging? You need to know these things. Don't tell me you're a creative person because you're creative. You do not know what to charge. You do not know how much people are charging, and you do not know the kind of profit you need to make. Have you removed taxes? Are you double taxed? You need to check, are there changes happening? If you do not know these things, you will be bored, and like the frog, you will be cooked. Before you know it, you're out of that place that you call a platform. And the last thing you need to check is what I call politics. You need to find out about politics of the place where you are. There's what we call the power politics. You cannot succeed in the terrain where you want to do business without knowing the politics of the place. Every industry has their politics, and this politics changes from time to time. Before you know it, you may be boiling, thinking you know the people that matter, and the people that matter may have shifted. They may have left the place where you think they were. So check it. Check that you know the sociological changes in that industry. Check that you know that the technological changes in that industry. Check that you know the economic change in that industry. Check that you know the political changes in that industry. When you know all of these things, then you won't be like the frog. Because the frog in the kettle, being boiled, doesn't know when he gets boiled, but before you realize it, the frog has become a breakfast. So don't be a breakfast. Try to check all the things happening around you. Because changes happen gradually, they don't happen suddenly. Check, check, I repeat, check. Thank you.